Where'd my waiter go? He was just here. Well, I guess in the meantime I'll chow down on this infinity ham, and I guess I'll wait till he comes back. It's getting cold. It's raining outside, and I don't like this. Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. I'm your host, Parabolic, and this is episode 9 of the series. Yeah, I figured I'd make that little intro. I was trying to think of a way to add a little bit of humor to it, but anyways, probably the succession between when I upload episode 8 and this episode is not going to show the correlation between the time of when I recorded episode 8 and this episode, which that's kind of how it goes. I'll work for a while in a world, and I'll record bits, and then I'll get a couple videos, and then just upload them all one night. So anyways, we've made a lot of progress. In terms of the base, I've added this little area over here I've deemed Area 51. We'll get to that as to why. But there hasn't really been much change going on. I haven't really constructed anything new. But yeah, let's I'm gonna show you around everything that I've done since the last episode, and I'll try to get y'all caught up quick, and then I'll show you what we're working on today. So this is being filmed in the new year, and my tree is still up. The tree is going to continue to stay up. I'm one of those people. I heard it spike. So yeah, in terms of like the house, nothing's really changed with the house. I finally got the chest out. I don't believe I covered this in the last episode, but I invested in the pylons. Reason being is I did a little bit of research into them, and I figured out that they work extremely well. Before I figured out how the infinity ham worked, I was using it to do all of my potatoes, and I was thinking that I could make this go a lot faster. I think I can with growth accelerators, but I haven't really looked into that. So a little bit of sulfur essence here, but that was just because I found a netherite hoe in the nether, and I took it to the deep dark. One thing I will say is, as you can see, I have some all-the-modium tools now. I did find some in the deep dark. I did not record that because it would have been a silent movie, essentially. Those very tense times like that, I hate recording because I sit there and it's like my heart's about to pound out of my chest. Okay, we're actually going to leave this room for the time being because it is insanely loud. So down here, as you can see, so as I was saying, I finally dug this out and completed it. I threw some seagrass down there, some sugar cane, and I got these two little minnows from aquaculture. To be 100% honest, I don't really like this. It didn't come out the way I kind of wanted, like a zoology exhibit, like a zoo exhibit. So that being said, I might kind of take this sand area out, or maybe leave that side like a beach almost, and then try to put some animals and some grass on the other side. I don't really know. I haven't made my mind up yet. Also, something I'm trying a little more this episode is I'm going to try to cut a little more where you're not watching me incessantly try to craft something or try to gather some materials. But we'll start here. So I expanded, I can't remember if I had this built in the last episode, but this thermal evaporation plant is making brine. And I extended it, made the roof bigger. As you can see, I haven't taken the time to change this into spruce or decorate these little shells like I said I would. And then this thermal evaporation plant is taking the brine and making the lithium, because, oh, it already made another stack. And I'll show you where I made an induction matrix as well. So I'll show you where that is here in a minute. But yeah, in running too, I'm not gonna try to record the whole thing me running from one place to the other. I'll cut it, and I'm getting better. I'm getting better. So this is just making the lithium for induction matrix blocks, which I realized that in this pack you don't need lithium for the casing. And that may be true for 9, ATM9. I honestly don't remember, but I do remember that there we go. The cell providers, and the cells, these require the lithium. So from the quest, like you can see from the quest, I got one cell and 2 providers. And I think the providers, I can't remember if they're easier. Yeah, I think they're, yeah, because these are the tablets. So I've got one cell right now, one basic one. I kind of want to upgrade it, but we're not at the point right now where we're making insane amounts of power. Even though I did construct the fission reactor, so we're nuclear power now. But yeah, and I completed this hallway all the way down, got the power and the water. This has essentially become my main course of transport, because this comes out here. But I'll show you the control room real quick. So in here, it looks fairly similar to the last time we were in here, but I have moved some things around. Got me a charge pad. I still have yet to make free runners, but I need to do that at some point because I'm tired of falling. Built some quantum entangler porters in here, or not some. I built one here and then one. Since I got all the modium, I was able to go to the mining dimension. I have it there mining ancient debris right now. So, as you can see, I built a digital miner, and I think that's what's pulling a lot of this, because this, yeah. I mean, it's going up, so, oh wait, hold on. Well, yeah, I'll leave that as input, because that's fun. So anyways, all of this is just, I've moved stuff around, I've had to run some lines, and in here is the induction matrix. I actually finished this earlier. So, as you can see, I only have one cell, but I got the 2 providers from Quest, so I'm like, it doesn't hurt, having a higher output, but 3.2 giga FE right now is pretty stout. In my ATM9 playthrough, I'm pretty sure I only had 1 or 2 advanced ones, because they take a ton of tablets, which since they changed this to copper, makes it so much easier, but you still need to make a ton of them. So I will show you down here. We'll come in the back side of Area 51. So that's Area 51 is what I've denoted as to where my reactor is going to be. So these lines, if I can get through here, there we go. It's like a little wiggle game. So I built this tunnel too. It's the same principle as this one. Just this one has the same 2 lines. I'm just running the sulfuric acid over here. This is a power line going to the machines I have over here, and then this is like an output line and an input line. So the induction casing is, I'll show you real quick. The induction matrix is right there. So it was perfect lineup where I wanted to build it, and my line's coming here, so I'm like, okay, that works. Let's see if I can. There we go. And so it comes down here, and I figured I was going to need more room, so I made this a lot wider. I've yet to finish this wall, and all of this stuff trying to kill me is above. But yeah, I haven't built and I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear me in here. But I haven't worked on how I'm going to get through here. But this is the room I constructed. So we have our turbine over here. It's producing. That's honestly not a lot, but it's kind of it's better than having to rely on the wind blowing. So I'll talk about fuel production real quick. So this is an enrichment chamber into an oxidizer, into an infuser, into an infuser, and then a chemical dissolution chamber into an infuser. Oh, hold on, let me see. Nope, I don't think. Okay. I tried to mute it, but I think that just muted the audio for me. So you put fluorite in here, and this is the sulfuric acid line I had coming in. This makes hydrofluoric acid. Then you put uranium, enrich it into yellow uranium cake, this stuff, yellow cake uranium, and it gets oxidized into uranium oxide, and they get infused into uranium hexafluoride, which, yeah, since I have digital miner running, I'm kind of out of power. And then isotopic centrifuge into uranium hexafluoride into fissile fuel. And then I got a buffer here, set the input-output, and then it just keeps it full of fuel. And it's making it faster than I can burn it. So that's good for right now. And I still haven't finished this room, but I like the design that I come up with. This is also what I was talking about. The texture for observers is glitched. I'm not really sure why, but it is. So, and this is just a fail-safe, and then this is all the nuclear waste barrels we have back here, which I guess it's not burning a lot. There might be, yeah, because I don't have any. Because what's it set at? Let's put this at let's put it at 1. I guess it's matching, because I guess this is making 1 a tick. So what is this? There we go. So yeah, now we're actually starting to get. I was worried about it earlier because I was like, I'm not getting any spin. Okay, yeah, this is a little more normal. Rather than 244, it goes to 4 KFE. Okay, so yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. I just forgot to turn it up, because since I only have 2 rods, I can only go up to 4 millibuckets a tick. You add another one, I think it goes to 6. But so what I'm gonna do at some point is I'm going to run interfaces, or maybe export buses. I'm not sure yet. One to here, like I had set up an ATM10, where it's I might just do export buses. Export into, or import. I always forget because it used to be like named backwards. But essentially, where you're putting fluorite out of the ME system into here, and uranium out of the system into here. So I really need to look into mystical agriculture, because I remember I was kind of like scavenging for uranium until I could get fusion set up. So this should be outputting. Yeah, now we're actually getting. There we go. Okay, that's normal. All right. So I guess it was moving at a 10th speed. So this just comes out to here, this little area I built. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this little like hut thing I built, but I don't like the ground. I just did coarse dirt in this block I found, argolite, when I was looking for the ancient city. But yeah, I don't really know what to do in here. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't dealt with it a lot, so let me kill y'all real quick, because I'm tired of hearing y'all go, ha. It also slightly annoys me, come on, that it's a netherite sword, and the enchantment, the Bane of Villagers enchantment of Illagers might be in here, but a sharpness 4 netherite sword, like, come on, that should be able to kill y'all in more than like 2.5, 3 hits. But so we'll go to the mining dimension really quick. I think I talked about the sulfur production. In the event that I didn't, so the way this works is you put cobblestone in the ME system, and I use this export bus, and it pumps cobblestone in the crusher, crushes it to flint or gravel, gravel gets enriched into flint, flint gets crushed into gunpowder, gunpowder gets injected with hydrogen chloride to make sulfur, and then sulfur gets oxidized into sulfur dioxide. You mix it with oxygen, you get sulfur trioxide, and then you mix sulfur trioxide with water vapor and infuser, and you get sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is how you run a tier 4 ore processing and to make hydrofluoric acid. And then that's just all of the ores I have in here set on the logistical sorter. And the way you have to set these up for a level or a tier 4 is you have to do size mode on and set the min and the max of 3. That's how you get it to go out where you don't have something left in that dissolution chamber. So now we will, let me put the lithium in there, and we'll go to the mining dimension real quick. So yeah, this is what's sucking down most of my power. At least I guess it was filling this up because this doesn't have the anchor upgrade, which those are not fun to make if I remember. Oh, you can't even make them. That's okay. Well, I kind of had a feeling. I think it's odd with certain things you have to make, because when I look up chunk loader, like there's stuff for like Steve's carts, and you can make a dimensional stabilizer, but I don't really know how these work. But yeah, like the anchor upgrades, I don't really know. You can make a chunk loader upgrade from Metacraft. I don't really know. Well, wait, FTV chunks. Ooh, hold on. Here we go. We'll do. This is how you force load. Nope. There it is. Okay, now I remember. It took me a second. That's how you keep them running. Okay. Cool. So I just have this set on getting ancient debris. Reason being, I want to upgrade the rest of my stuff to all the modium. And to do that, you need netherite ingots to make. Where are they at? Where's this? So you need netherite to make the repeated upgrades. So I need a bunch of this, and I was going to take it to the nether, and then I was like, wait a minute, this has another section, and it should be in here. All the modium as well, but you can't mine that with a digital miner. So I've also explored a good bit. We'll go ahead and take this back. The problem is since this is so backed up, and I don't have the power generation to be able to just throw a bunch of speed cards in here, I kind of have to do this manually, and it's a little different because you have to do, I think it's crushing, and then, yeah, so you crush it and then enrich it. So we'll crush them real quick, and then I'll just throw them in here. So then we'll make some more ingots, and I'll try to upgrade the rest of my tools. This was also the netherite hoe I found. You also get a funny advancement for it. I forget. I don't remember which one it was in, but it was this one. Yeah, series dedication. Yeah. Use netherite ingot to upgrade your hoe. I thought that was hilarious when I got that, because I didn't even make it. I just found it in a chest. There's also this, it's in the nether, but it essentially looks like an ancient city. Over here, so I found the trial chamber by accident, and it was cool. I didn't really get anything worth anything out of it, but it was right next to a stronghold, and I forgot to put my waystone down in it. So at some point, whenever I get tiered back up a little bit, we're going to go back over there and go to the end um, at some point. So right now what I want to make is some free runners, and I know they're not hard to make. I just put off doing it for so long. Some free runners. Quest completed? Nope, nothing for that. So what is it to make the armored? Diamond dust. I have bronze, yeah, and steel block. Do I have? Yeah, I have enough steel to do that. What about jetpack? Same thing. Oh, yes. So these diamonds still glitched out. Yeah, they are. Okay, cool. I have these diamonds that won't stack with the other like 200 I have. So let's see. Like the crusher. Well, I guess I'll have to wait then. Okay, this is almost done. I'll be back when I've made the armored jetpack and the free runner. All right, so we have. Let me get out here where it's a little quieter. So we got the armored jetpack and we got the armored free runners. So, the only thing that usually bothers me, it's gonna get loud here again, with running fission, which I mean you have to, so you can't really avoid it, is at some point you're gonna start running out of fuel. It's hard to stockpile enough uranium and just have everything. You can only crank this infuser up so high if you're trying to get a higher burn rate out of the reactor. So usually it's a matter of when you start kind of getting in these middle stages of mechanism, it's usually one of three things you're going to run out of. It's either going to be 1, power, 2, fuel, or 3, chemicals. And my current setup is in a dead race to whether or not I'm going to run out of hydrogen chloride or fuel first, because everything's running. I'm not having a power discrepancy where it's not playing nice. With these two, or at least with this one, it kind of is. Just with I've got these cranked up, as you can see. I've got speed upgrades. I've got 4 in each of them. So it's just honestly a matter of how fast it can make it. And yeah, you're going to have backups. Really, the only thing to do is, and I'm not really at the point, which I mean I could, and it's probably something I'll do soon, because this stuff will over time decay. So what I have to do with this nuclear waste is I need to run them. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I need to make plutonium and polonium. If I remember, especially once you start getting into the SPS, the supercritical phase shifter, which it's optional. You don't well, I guess for making the star, you do need it. Where's the mechanism tab? I know it's somewhere. Mystical, modern. Here it is. Yeah. So you need antimatter pellets for the Oblivion Shard, which I don't really know. I don't know what. That's something I gotta find, I guess. Eternal Stella. No. I don't like. I thought it was pointing. Oh, improbable probability device. That's what it is. So you need 2 antimatter pellets. I think I've made the rainbow furnace before, but yeah. So you have to use antimatter is supercritical phase shifter. You got to use polonium. The thing is like polonium and plutonium do not decay, but in order to get to fusion, you need polonium pellets. So I don't think it might be certain things. Maybe not. I forget what. I guess the plutonium is just for the SPS. Yeah. Okay. And then the QIO drives. Is that the stuff you can? Oh yeah. Okay. So I forget you can reuse that. So, but for the most part, you need polonium, and that is using water, a PRC, the polonium, which you do solar neutron activating. And this isn't difficult, which I could probably take the advanced solar that I have, or I might make another one. Yeah, they're not hard to make. But yeah, I need to make this waste polonium. Okay, so they buff polonium production. So I guess getting to fusion might be. I guess it isn't as overpowered as it was in ATM10. I think this is the same thing. Yeah. But anyways, so that will probably be the next thing I set up, is getting one of these cooking quickly, where that all of that nuclear waste doesn't decay, because then it's, you have to just let it keep running until you have enough polonium. But I'll probably pipe that out, probably like right into, well, it needs daylight. I don't really want to make a hole, so I'll have to figure out how I'm going to do that. But which I might, you never know, might just make like a little hole for it. But anyways, and then maybe try to cover it up. I don't really know. Build a building. I haven't made my mind up yet, so. But yeah, like I was saying, so this stuff will decay. You leave it in the barrels. If you quit pumping in, give it a while, you'll watch it disappear. So the issue with that is, if it decays, then you have no way to make polonium. Polonium does not decay. So if you can make it into polonium before it begins to decay, what do we? Oh, just the rate at which. Okay, well, I'll still let it run for a little while. But yeah, polonium doesn't decay, so you can store polonium rather than trying to store nuclear waste, and it just doesn't. Like I said, it'll disappear. So yeah, oxygen's running out. Hydrogen chloride, which, I mean, I still have 200 and something thousand of each, but yeah, really I just need the gold, because I need all the netherite, because what I figured I was going to do. Let me, while I'm thinking about it, is do that, and I will force load those chunks. So everything around the base, like if I go to the nether or whatever, it should stay, because I think it's 25 a dimension you can keep force loaded. So really all I'm trying to do is, with the uranium I have, I'm going to try to get it set up, because if I keep pumping the fuel, or as long as I keep it running, then it won't give it a ton of time to decay. So that will save me a lot, because, I mean, let's see, it's 1,000, isn't it? Yeah, 1,000 millibuckets makes 1. And then spent nuclear waste is annoying, because you can't really do anything with that, and I don't know if it decays. Yeah, it just says waste barrel. I'm not sure if it decays or not. I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, I've got 50. Let's see, what 50 is there any in that one? No. So 58 and 35, that's 88, 94. So that's 94, where's it at? Polonium pellets, right, give or take. So it's 94, and you need what? They probably want what, 50, 36, and then reactor glass, which that'd be fun to make. But yeah, so just getting that started, and then I know I will need to ramp lithium production back up, but I also need a, where's it at? Electrolyte separator. There we go. Because this is what you know. No, I don't. This is what you pump the lithium into to make your tritium. And yeah, so I'll need 2 of those actually, and then to make deuterium, this is what I need the separator for. And where's the upgrade? Is it this one?
Recipes.
Oh, good lord.
Use mouse cursor. Narrator.
Okay.
Off.
Yes. Okay. So that one, that will give me the heavy water that you then send into the separator for deuterium, and then I usually just hook the oxygen line back up to the main oxygen line, so we'll probably run that out. But yeah, this was just a little episode I wanted to make where, showing progress. And yeah, I'll probably make another one. I wanted to see if I could try to make a little bit of a shorter one. But yeah, I'm gonna come back whenever I can start fusion reactor production, because I'll need to make this upgrade, another separator, and then 2 of these. So, and I think I have the atomic alloys. Yeah. So a lot of it is just waiting for all of this uranium to get processed out of here, and then the gold, where, like I said, I can get the rest of my automotive stuff. And then, since these chunks are force loaded, I'll probably just let it run. It'll eventually run out of something. But if I do go run off looking for vibranium, I'm gonna cut the reactor off. I'm not gonna let it do that. So what are we? Let's see. What are we looking like uranium-wise? 300. That's a pretty stout number. I'm just gonna go ahead and top off both of these real quick, and I believe we will call it. So we throw. Oh, okay. So that's some in there. Hydrofluoric acid in there. Uranium in there. And then this, like I said, we'll turn it into yellow cake uranium, oxidize it into uranium oxide, and then mix it with hydrofluoric acid to make uranium hexafluoride. And then the uranium hexafluoride gets centrifuged into fissile fuel, which we are slowly running out of, since I set the tick rate up to 2 millibuckets instead of 1. But really, that could be solved by, ramping everything up, but then, higher power consumption and all this and that. So, but yeah, so that's where I'm at now. I'll probably record some nether exploration to try to find the vibranium upgrade. I know it's in the, if it's the same, it's in the, I believe, Bastion remnants. Did it? If I remember, oh, it just says Bastions. Okay. So yeah, suspicious soul sand. I remember it was a pain to find this. Well, compared to the unobtainium smithing template, oh my god, this made me want to shoot myself. Main reason is so there's this what do they call it? The dungeon in the other, which is the alternate dimension to the nether. it sucks because I ran for a couple hours trying to find one and ended up finding the Piglet area place thing, the pyramid or whatever, and thought that was it. Figured out it wasn't, and through the help of Reddit, I figured out that just doing random teleport RTP with a structure compass, and that was the only way I could find it. Because you have to get within, I think it's either 5 or 10,000 blocks for it to tell you where it's at. And I just random teleported a couple times, finally found it, and I ended up being like 40,000 blocks away from where I was, so that sucked. Um, and then just trying to find it. And there's one room that it spawns in, these libraries, and I'm pretty sure, so it's what it's showing you here is the top floor, so you can kind of see the bottom down there. Um, it does not spawn in these chests, I'm fairly certain. It only spawns in the bottom ones, and the it pissed me off like really bad because the one I found had two libraries in it, and it was not in the first one. And I looked through every chest in the second one, and it was in the last chest that I looked through. So it was definitely a nail biter. But when I finally got it, it was awesome. So, but anyways, um, I believe we're going to call the episode here, and I would like to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.